Hey, everybody. Welcome to our kitchen. I am Sherri Sheree and plantbased in the Burbs. And I have a wonderful guest with me, my co-partner, Paige Parson Roach. That came out weird. Parsons Roach. Anyway, welcome to our kitchen. So here we are. What are we cooking today, Paige?
Well, we're asking the question of why not eat chicken and how to bring in plant-based swaps so that you have some scrumptiousness in your kitchen. I've got some jackfruit here, Miss Sherri Sheree. That's what it looks like.
Yes, and I have some oyster mushrooms. Yum, 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 yum is all I can say. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's get cooking.
Let's get cooking. We're happy you're here. Okay, so what I did, Sherri Sheree, just to say what I started with, I chopped up some red pepper and some purple onion or red onion, if you want to call it that. I threw it into the pan. I added some barbecue sauce with the coconut aminos, and I shredded this up real small. I put it all in the pan, and we're going to take it over to you because it looks like you're going to get your pan going right now. Take it away.
Yes, I am. Okay, all right. Hey, guys. So look, beautiful oyster mushrooms. They mimic a lot of meat alternatives, but today we're talking about chicken. So look, when I used to eat animals, I used to fry the best chicken in the world. I know it sounds gross, but I was a chicken fryer. Everyone wanted to eat my fried chicken. But nowadays, I don't do that. I swap it out for these beautiful mushrooms. You can use cauliflower. You can use tofu. You can use plant-based meat, alternative chicken that's already set up for that you can buy in the grocery store. So what I'm going to do here is I made a batter. So I'm just going to tell you what's in the batter because I started it already. So in this batter, we have, and hopefully you can see that, I have flour. I did all my seasonings. So whatever seasonings, and I usually throw in the kitchen sink when I fry my food. So it's very seasoned. I have an array of seasonings in it. You can season it any way you like or prefer. So I took some soda water, like some sparkling water, and I mixed that up with my flour mixture. So it's a wet mixture. And then I also have a dry mixture. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to dip the mushrooms into the dry, into the wet. Then I'm put it into the dry, shake it in the dry. I'll show you how I'll do it. And then I like to put it in a colander to kind of shake off the excess flour or whatever batter so it doesn't bulk up in my oil when I'm frying the oyster mushrooms. So I did clean the oyster mushrooms. I like to wipe them off. Here they are sitting in the pan. I have all my seasonings already on here. So I season the mushrooms, the dry, and also the wet. So we make sure that we can get some nice seasoning and some nice flavor in these oyster mushrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and start dipping, and I'm going to let Paige handle that while I kind of do this a little bit.
All right. I just want to give everybody a shout out. Thank you for being here. We got Tina, Tom, Steve, and so many more. I want to show you what I did. I know. So in the pan, like I said, I put a little, well, I don't know if I mentioned, but I put a little Myokos butter in the bottom. I sauteed the beautiful red pepper. Then I added some purple onion, some barbecue sauce with coconut aminos, and the jackfruit that you can kind of see I used a fork to fan it out to sort of, it really does mimic a chicken. So we're making some delicious tacos over here. They're, like little soft tacos, you'll see. But look at that already. So it took just a minute because basically if you're going to get the jackfruit in a can, what you're going to do is you're just going to strain it and then it's ready to go. So it's already cooked. I want to show you what it looks like in the can. Here's the can, the jackfruit original. There's lots of companies that offer a jackfruit. This is the organic young. So you can make all kinds of things with it. And this is what they look like when they're in the can. So you strain them and then use a fork to kind of fan them out. So again, that's jackfruit. And in a minute, I'm going to show you some other really great options. What are your options? Those of you that are already on the plant-based vegan journey, what do you use to make a mock chicken or just, a plant-based style chicken flavor. What kind do you use for your flavoring? And what do you use for your plants that you're making like this? So again, this is the jackfruit barbecued that's going straight in. And I'm going to show you what else I add. You know, it's about the seasonings. It's about the spices. It is about the texture. And the texture of this is amazing. It's kind of soft and just flavorful. And it's got a nice mouthfeel to it. So Sherri, you there? We're going to bring in Sherri here. She's doing the mushrooms today. While we wait, oh, there she is. While we wait, we're both in here together. What you got?
So look, this is my ultimate, what is called ultimate. It's called Gardine's Ultimate Plant-Based Chicken Wings. So this is a new one. I haven't tried this one yet. This is their barbecue. I am totally obsessed with this one. I use this one on salads. I put it in wraps. I mean, whatever. So here's the original, just the plain nuggets, and it also comes in a patty. So these are things that I grab that when I'm in a crunch to make something to eat, but generally I prefer to make the plant or whole food alternative. But this is just something that if you're starting out and you're transitioning into a more plant-based lifestyle. Yeah, I'm knocking at my door. I'm so sorry. And this is what you would use. Okay, so you can use these, and they have other alternatives also.
Sherri, while we talk about Gardine, shout out to Gardine and these Crispus tenders. So we can use there's the lime, or we can use a limey one. They're really great. Just put the strips in. If you have not tried these yet,
I have not.
Gosh, these are the best. And I will say that someone I know very well tried these recently, who still perhaps consumes chicken animals. So they ate these and absolutely love the Beyond Chicken. Now, these are also the ones that were served at Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I think we're going to see them across the nation, perhaps across the world. I mean, come on, how amazing are these? Now, the other one that I absolutely love is this brand called Hungry Planet. This is just off the charts, amazing, tender and scrumptious. What do you use? Put it in the chat. Let's go. Also, there's Daring. Daring makes a great product as well. Super moist and scrumptious. You can get this at Target around the nation, probably other vendors as well. And then the Morning Star has this great chicken patty, right? And, you want to check the sodium content. You do. You want to be mindful of that. One other amazing that Sherri was telling me about earlier are these lentils. Come on. These are amazing. I'm going to bring Sherri back in here. Sherri, yes. So you love these, right? You love these lentils. I think this is a great mock chicken type whole food lentils.
Yeah. And you know what the thing is that really you can make anything mimic something. So like if you want to use walnuts, walnuts is a great alternative meat alternative. And really it comes down to the spices. I ran out of the one that I love, but Trader Joe's has one, the vegan chicken less seasoning salt. And then just adding poultry seasoning to your product or to your plants can give you that flavor of chicken. So, I mean, it really does come down to the spices on how you season your food to give you that texture and that flavor. And that's why mushrooms are such the rage right now, is because it does mimic the texture of eating meat. So
without harming the animals. So Sherri, how's it going in that pot over there?
Well, you know what it is, cooking up like nobody's business but mine. But
well, I'm going to give another look. There's people joining every moment here. Hi, Debbie. I am making the delicious jackfruit, and I put some barbecue sauce on there and cooked it up, and it's warm and ready to go right into my tacos, which I'm going to be making really soon. As you can see, it looks almost like a pulled pork or a pulled chicken, I guess you could call it, or like a shredded chicken, right? Without the harm for the animals. So, we got to be mindful at this point. There's a lot going on with our climate crisis, and, breeding animals into existence is no longer necessary because we have all these delicious plants we can put on our plate. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And jackfruit is another great plant to have in your cabinet because it is very versatile also. So you can also fry jackfruit like chicken. You can do it like Paige. You can shred it. Jackfruit can be mimic pulled pork. I mean, barbecue pulled pork. It can mimic so many things, and the flavor is, it took me a while to figure out how to cook with it to get rid of the tartness. It's like a little aftertaste that's on it. But if you season it correctly and cook it, I'm telling you, I'm hooked on that too. So that's jackfruit, mushrooms, tofu. Look at all these things. Tofu is another alternative that you can make like chicken. You can make tofu like chicken, like fish. So, I mean, think about all these products that we have that we can use instead of causing harm to chickens that are very smart animals. They have feelings, they have emotions, they know happiness and joy, and they know loneliness. I mean, I just read an article on chicken and I was just heartbroken, because one, if you don't know, you don't know, right? And
Yes.
if you start to educate yourself on these animals and how smart they are, we know chickens can count because of the pavlova, right? I don't know if you guys ever seen that, but when the chicken would play the piano or the chicken would count, they're pretty smart and can be trainable. So why are we eating them? That's all I have to say.
Oh my gosh, exactly. So here's what I want to say is absolutely you want to make sure that you are finding yourself inside that whole food plant-based space. So you want to grab some delicious alternatives, but I'm just going to call them plants. Get more plants on your plate. So yeah, there are billions of animals that are bred into existence around the world daily, and it is just horrible how many animals that we're taking their lives for food when we don't need to. So again, this is the jackfruit taco meat that I'm making that's going to go inside of my tortillas. So let me just show you something right here real quick. Like we've got these delicious tortillas. And, oh, there she is.
No idea what just happened. I guess my computer said, you're not doing this. You got to go.
You're back. All right, so we have a couple of tortillas that we're going to use. Now, you can also put this into a crunchy taco shell, right? How delicious would that be to do a crunchy taco shell? You can make your own. Get some corn tortillas or some flour tortillas, and you just kind of dip them a little bit in some hot oil, and you get them crispy and crunchy and so forth. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh, Sherri, I can't wait to see how your mushrooms are turning out. What are you doing over there? You're shaking.
So what I did in my dry batter, I did cornmeal, flour, right? The cornmeal is going to give it a little more crunchy, a little more texture, and mix it with the flour. And then we put all the seasonings, same seasonings that I used in the wet and also on the mushrooms themselves. And then what I do is I put them in like a colander with a bowl because I want to take the excess flour off the mushrooms. So I shake a little bit, take the excess, and then I go ahead and put it into the oil. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then I can show you what they look like. And hopefully if I don't destroy anything over here, I can show you what they look like when they're finished. So let me just take these out and get these shaken in the colander here. And just to give you an idea what it looks like. So see, it's just, they just turned into be really beautiful little chicken bites, actually, alternative chicken bites. So
now,
I'm excited.
Sherri,
yes.
Sherri, real quick, what mushrooms are you using? Can you show us the mushroom?
Sure. I'm using, what did I do with them? They're oyster mushrooms. And what I do, I usually go to the Asian market because the price is so much better than buying it at a regular store, and the packaging that it comes in gives you a lot more than what you would pay for at your local store. So I go to find a local Asian market in your neighborhood and just go there and buy your product. So I'm just going to shake it off. So this is kind of what I do. I shake it off, and then you can see the excess of the batter of the flour.
Ooh.
And then I just go ahead and put them right on into the oil.
Nice. I want to show everybody, I just put my tortillas straight on the burner, just like so. All right. And it's my business. I like a little grill. I like the limited amount of dishes, if you ask me. Like, come on already, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. We're gonna put some of this. Now, let me show you what we're gonna add to the taco. I shredded up some delicious lettuce. We have some pickled cabbage.
I
And
love
if you
that.
are, yeah, it's so great. If you are someone who hasn't yet pickled, we are so excited that, you know, that you can do it yourself. So let me just show you really quickly. This is the cabbage, right? And you can put it in a brine. You make your own brine. So you can add apple cider vinegar and maybe a few spices in there. So this is a cabbage that has been pickled. You can also do that with some onions. So how scrumptious is that? And now we're going to go ahead and put, like I said, we're going to put some of this, I call like, chicken taco meat straight into the tortilla. And I like to make, these little small bites because they're just so good. And then we're going to put a little of the lettuce because we're going to just make this really simple. It's already seasoned. It's already ready to go pretty much. Now, if you wanted to add some tomatoes, but to me, this looks amazing. Now, the other thing you could do is add a little bit of like a vegan ranch dressing from Follow Your Heart. That might make it really kind of nice, like a nice little combo flavoring. But as you can see, so simple, so easy. And we're going to go back to Sherri in a moment. We would just thank you so much for joining us here on Plant-Based in the Burbs. That is right. We are here with you. We are so excited to see you. Yes. And Sherri, we got some.
That looks so amazing.
Doesn't that look good?
Yes, I'm coming to your house. So let me just kind of show you what the mushrooms look like after we fried them, right? Look at that. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look yummy? I can't wait to eat it. So what I did do was I made some mashed potatoes using Miyoko's butter. I use Miyoko's butter. I love to put a little bit of tofu in my potatoes, and I kind of did a russet type thing. I just kind of smashed them up a little bit. Did my seasoning, so we're gonna have that fried chicken with a little bit of mashed potatoes and some asparagus. So that's kind of what we're having for dinner tonight. So, and that's what I made. So
now, Sherri, did you call those smashed potatoes?
I do it's kind of like a russet mashed potatoes.
I love it.
My plate is hot, so I don't want to hold it, but that's what we got here. We got the
okay, wait, hold on. Everybody, take a look. Come on. Wow.
Okay, check that out. That is my little fried mushrooms with my Tina with my potatoes on the bottom, the fried mushrooms on the top, and then the asparagus just to top it off and give it something yummy. And then you could just fork right in there and just take it all in one bite. I cannot wait, I'm telling you.
I just wanted to show because I got inspired to grab my ranch, just to put a little drizzle on here. You all can make your own drizzle too if you wanted to. You could also might be nice to do a little plant-based cream cheese in there, would be delicious.
Yes.
Or you could do a sour cream. Now, we also absolutely love our plant-based cheese by Follow Your Heart. This is a good one. And there is the chow cheddar that I have. And there's so many other delicious ones.
I love that chow. I love how it melts. It melts so good. And then the other one I've been using a lot is BioLife.
BioLife is terrific. Yeah.
Yes,
so there is our jackfruit taco. I mean, it's so pretty when you're kind of doing like this. It could be a tostada if you wanted to as well.
I don't know.
Sherri's dish.
It looks kind of yummy over there.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Wow.
This is the thing though. Look at all these. Look how you can become so creative using plants to mimic things that you are so reminiscent of, that you're no longer eating animals, but you still can have that same down home, emotional flavor taste. Look at that. Making your own fried mushrooms with mashed potatoes and then your asparagus. I mean, growing up, we used to eat that all the time, fried chicken, potatoes, and some type of vegetable. But now we could just swap it out with some type of plant and get that same emotional connection to your food. You know what I mean? So
absolutely. And I got to tell you, we have a request. To bite down and enjoy. So, we're going to be doing that.
I think here's my fork. I do want to bite down and enjoy, but You
And
know,
yes,
let me
Tina,
take
it's all about the seasoning. We don't miss any of the animals and veins, as I think it was one friend here put it. Play with your food. Yes, cruelty free is
yeah,
the best. Oh,
yeah,
hello, welcome, Connie. Thanks for the cooking ideas. Yes, and
yes.
we
I'm
just
so glad you guys are joining and coming in. There's just so much fun in the kitchen, especially when you have to create something out of plants. I mean, it's just really fun.
yes, and we are so grateful. Yay, y'all. Head on over to Unchained TV. Take a look at our shows over there. Give us a review. You can go over onto the app. You can get it on your Fire Stick, your Amazon, your Samsung, Amazon. What is it?
Fine.
No, it's the Amazon. Shoot, I forget. But just go over to Unchained TV on the app and grab it there because you'll see it. You can get it on your phone. You can have it on your phone, and then you can stream it up to your TV, or you can get it on. Just go over to unchainedtv.com.
Yeah, just you know what? There's so many good things on that channel. I mean, I was there yesterday.
Yes.
I was talking to Paige earlier. I was there yesterday. I was watching Miyoko cook in the kitchen with Jane and her counterpart. I don't remember her name, but it was just a marvelous show, and it was exciting, and it was fun, and the food looked amazing. And you know, this woman said she's been a vegan for over 20 years. So I mean, look at her, how she has transformed our food, you know. So you guys just eat your plants.
Just eat your plants. I love it. We bring you plant-based in the Burbs each week. We want to invite you over to our socials. Head on over to Facebook, like and follow us on Facebook, as well as on Instagram. And pretty soon you'll see us on YouTube. But you can find us on YouTube every week under the Unchained TV. So how cool is this? Yes, he says, dig in. He's like, diggity dig, diggity dig.
You know, once I bite into this, I'm going to be crunching because this is really crispy. And so I don't want to be rude, but I do want to be rude in a way.
I got to hand it to you, Sherri. You get we should start having people vote just for fun who made the best dish and not take it personally. I wouldn't take it personally. I know they're going to vote you probably every week.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not
okay,
true.
You're right.
That's not true.
But Sherri, I got to say, you get the prize on this one, but this is really good. My jackfruit barbecue tacos are with the pickled cap. What do you think?
Can you hear the crunch?
We're listening for the crunch. Turn the volume up. You get the crunch.
It's already up, but the crunch is amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I've been craving these for a long time, so it's great.
I'm just so proud of you. I definitely want to make those because mushrooms are the future. Hemp as well. I just tried, okay, we're kind of on a side note here, but I just tried a delicious hemp cauliflower. I'm going to show you. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Okay.
I'm
Stay
not
right there.
Anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I think I have something flying anyway. So let me take it out before it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. All right. Let's take it out.
Hang on. This is live TV. I'm getting it. Wait, we'll go to full screen on you, Sherri, so you can tell them anything you want. And tell them how tell everybody how you were known as the fried chicken queen. I mean, kind of, right?
Oh, sort of. Okay. Well, it's funny because with this cooking show, I try to not talk about, the animals because that is not what we're doing anymore. But as I mentioned earlier, when I was eating them, I was known for making fried chicken, and people always wanted to come to the house and have me fried chicken for them or, whatever. So I just took that same skill and just transferred it over to making my mushrooms, my tofu, my jackfruit, whenever I'm doing it. If I'm going to do cauliflower, it's the same thing. You're just using that batter that you've used before and just putting it on plants. You can air fry these if you want, because I have done those also. Thanks, Tina. You can air fry these mushrooms, which are also amazing. The only thing that you would need to do is probably spray a little bit of like a like a avocado oil or some type of oil, and then so that way you can get them crust, so the crust can brown. But you can also do it in the air fryer. I've done it before in the air fryer just to test it out. I do prefer the old-fashioned way, but the air fryer is another way to do it if you don't want to have all that extra oil. But I'm telling you, this is really, really amazing. And there's a new mushroom, not new mushroom, but new to me. I think it's called the Enoki Mushroom. That's another one that they are now using to do fry it and do a plant-based chicken patty. So I mean, mushrooms are like the best thing to eat and cook. It does shawarma. You can do all kinds of things with it. So anyway, that's what mushrooms do.
No need for chickens, y'all. You don't need those chickens, and you don't need those eggs, because
you don't need them.
The egg would only be happening one a month, like a cycle, y'all. One a month.
Yes,
we're just really harming those animals. So get off the eggs. Yes. Cholesterol, you don't want that cholesterol, and cholesterol only exists in animal products, y'all. So get off that cholesterol.
You know what else? Before you introduce this, you know what else I was reading, which I did not know, is that when the hen is on the eggs, she's chirping to the chicken inside the egg, like talking to it, like soothing it, like the mother, like how you, when you're pregnant, you talk to your baby inside your belly. But basically she does the same thing. It's insane. I mean, just reading that stuff about the chicken, we can't do that. We just can't eat them no more.
We can't do that anymore. We got to let that all go, y'all. Okay, now. So we're going to
tell us about the product you have, because I want to see it.
Okay, because I'm so happy about this. It's hemp and cauliflower. You can see that I like it. Can you see that? Now, the squeezy part here. So roll it up. So it's called grounded. It's so good. And they also have a feta. And what I do is I roll it up to get a little bit more. But get this, just like I do with my toothpaste, because remember, I'm an eco-vegan. I cut off the bottom. When I get down to the end, I cut off the bottom. And then guess what? You get some more deliciousness in here, y'all. It's in there. A website. Oh, yeah, there it is. Ooh. So you can use a spatula.
So where did you purchase that?
Oh, you can get it in all kinds of markets. Just look it up. You can go online and look up Grounded as well. And their social media is so much fun, but it's delicious. I got this at a market in Malibu, but I know they have it at Gelson's and they have it at other markets too. So Grounded, just look for that. Ask for it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Speaking of, number one, ask for plant-based items at your favorite restaurant that you go to with your family. Maybe it's Chili's, TGI Fridays, whatever. Ask for plant-based items, y'all. That's number one. Number two, if you have a favorite item that you want to have, you don't have the chow. You don't have follow your heart at your market, your local market, and ask them for it. Ask them for it. So that's what we're trying to say here. Wow, it has been, of course I drop it on the floor, the funnest show ever.
It has been challenging. It's been exciting, I have to tell you.
It's been an exciting one. We're so excited to bring it to you weekly. Follow us, write in the chat anything you'd like to see us make. We wanted to focus on the chickens and let them live and stop breeding and stop exploiting them and bring you more plants on your plate.
That's right. Right. That's so right.
Well, okay, everybody, we love you. Oh, hi, Lisa. Thanks for watching, everyone who's out there. Welcome, Brenton, and all y'all. Everybody, we appreciate you.
Thank you guys for coming in our kitchen. This has been so fun. And hopefully you'll join us next week, because who knows what we're going to be cooking in the kitchen next week.
That's right. So we'll see you next time on Plant-Based in the Burbs.
Yes.
More plants on your plate. Peace and plants.
And plants.
And yum, 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 yum. Bye.
Yum, yum.
See y'all soon.